Hello viewer, welcome back to 54A. I'm sitting down in the comfy chair again. I've got a load more pencils and I'm going to have a go at making a bowl this time. I'll get the camera and show you. Okay, now I want the bowl to be about an 8-inch bowl, something like that. So obviously I've got to make the thing a bit longer so I can cut a circle out. Now I've just made a very basic start, is what I call the core of any pencil work. I've just glued 3 together, the halves, 1.5 long in other words. Got them as nice and neat as I can, nice and tight. Once you've got that start, you can build onto it. And the good thing about using the super glue, it doesn't take long to dry. I'm going to need at least 2 layers, possibly 3. So it's a good job I've got a lot of pencils. I'm going to carry on now with the gluing of the base and start building it up so I've got the strength. I'll see you later. Right, after loads of gluing and I've just trimmed the ends off on the bandsaw to give me a nice squarish block. I've done it two pencils thick at the moment, so I might go for a third yet because I'm going to lose quite a bit flattening it off. Anyway, to start with, I'm going to put it on my bandsaw and cut a circle out so I've got a good basis of what I want to do then, and then possibly say give it a third layer and then start building the sides up. So I'll see you later on. Well, that's the circle cut out. It's 6.5 inches. So now I've got to start building the sides up. I still haven't decided whether to put a third layer on yet, but I can always do that underneath. So to build the sides up, I'll use all these halves up first that I've got and actually cut those in half as well, because all I want to do is put them in about inch or so, inch and a half maybe, like so, all the way around. When I've got that layer on, put another layer on the top, etc., until I've got probably 4 layers. So I'm going to cut a lot of these up on the bandsaw now and then start chucking them on. Of course they haven't all got to be cut up, because when I get to this side I'll just leave the full length. Right, onwards and upwards. Just started building the first layer of the side up now, as you can see there. Quite long lengths for the end, obviously, use sort of 3/4 of the pencil, but don't throw away the little bits because they will come in handy. Now down to that long now to start doing round here till I get to the other side. Now I found that a whole pencil, you'll get 4 pieces out of it. I only used 2, but I've got 2 more for the next layer, so don't throw them away, and you'll build up a stock as you start cutting pencils. Then you'll build up a stock for the next layer. Right, I shall carry on. Well, that's the basic thing built, glued up now. I've gone 3 high on the sides, plus the extra 2 for the base, that's 5, and I think that'll do, because what I'm going to do, that's got to be flattened off obviously, and the base will have to be flattened off, so I'm going to enhance it. Well, I hope I'm going to enhance it. I've got some nice walnut here, and I've made some segments, so I'm going to put a segmented walnut ring around the top, sort of like that, and similar at the bottom. I think that will just set the bowl off. Just spin that around a bit for you. I think it will set the bowl off a bit better and stop any pencils falling out, wouldn't it? So I'm going to get these glued up. The usual segmenting rules, what I've explained in previous videos. Put that to one side. I want about a 7-inch ring, I think it is. So I just marked it out here. Took the measurements from the widest point, made my segments, 10 segments, 360 degrees divided by 10, 36. Each segment's got an angle on both sides, so that's 18 degrees. So I'm just going to get these glued up now and carry on from there. Right, another day, believe it or not. Right, I've got the ring on the top. Now I was going to just put a ring on the bottom, but I think I'm going to put another layer of pencils across the bottom first to give it a little bit of extra depth. So I'm going to get on with that. It just so happens I've got a few left over. Actually, I've got a few hundred left over, so I'll stick another layer on. Now then, I've got top ring on and the bottom ring on, and it's been setting overnight, so hopefully it should be pretty solid now. Now I think I found a way of mounting it on the lathe, but I've got this chuck I bought recently. It's got a nice little set of button jaws on, so I'll just set that up, hopefully mount it that way so I can get at the bottom to smooth that off, and hopefully sort of cut this into a mortise and then reverse it and hollow out the bowl, unless I end up standing in a mountain of broken pencils. So I'm going to go over to the lathe now and try and set it all up, and then reset the camera over there, and we'll see what happens then. Well, it seems to have gone on alright. It's not too far off centre actually, so I'm going to work on this bottom piece first, nice slowest speed I can get, and see what I can do with it. I've just changed the gear ratio on the lathe to the lower speed settings. Got it on as slow as I can go to start with. Okay, at least I've got something that's going to be nice and central when I reverse it. I'm going to take this down quite a bit thinner now and then start shaping the outside of the bowl. I don't want a great chunk of walnut on the bottom, it's just more or less a decorative foot that will be on there, hopefully. So a lot of this will disappear. So I'm going to get on with that now and see what happens. I might take the speed up a little bit now. Oh, that's better, something that resembles smoothness at last. I'm going to carry on now, doing a bit of shaping. Well, you get the general idea. So a lot of work to do yet, so I won't bore you with it, and I'll see you later when I've made some, hopefully, improvements. I'm getting some sort of shape on it now. Still a way to go. I've tried a couple of different tools, an ordinary scraper, and I have to keep running over to the grinder and sharpening it every 30 seconds or so. So I've gone back to the square tipped carbide scraper, which seems to be doing a nice job. A little way to go yet to even things out, get that a bit thinner, and hopefully be able to turn it round. So I'll just do a bit more. Nearly there. Sorry, my visor was down there. Nearly there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that shape now. Transition from the walnut to the pencils is just about the right thickness. I've just left a little foot on there to stand it off whatever it's going to stand on. So the usual sanding process begins now. Right, sanded that down to 600 now with the Abra net. Now for some sanding sealant. If you watched my last few videos, you'll know that I bought some sanding sealant that was really thin stuff, and didn't like it very much. Anyway, I couldn't get on with it, so I've gone back to the old chestnut cellulose. Just a personal preference, I prefer it to be thicker. If you buy something that's as thin as water to start with, not a lot you can do with it. If you buy something that's a bit thicker, you can thin it to your own consistency. That's my theory anyway, and I like the stuff. So, a couple of coats, knock back with a Scotch pad between coats, should do it. I love this walnut. I could work with that all day. I've got quite a bit of it, so I might end up doing that. So my next 20 videos will be walnut this, walnut that. That'll do, just let that dry for a minute or two. I'll see you later. Okay, got it all reversed now, changed the jaws over, got them in expansion mode now with the dovetail jaws. So it's just a question of shaping the inside now, getting rid of all this extra pencils I've got, make it a bit deeper, and thin this out. I just want it to be quite a fine band of walnut along the top. Carbide cutter away to go. I can't, I've tried others, scrapers and what have you, and with these pencils, well, and the walnut really, you can't go far wrong with the carbide. So I'll get on with that. That's the sides nearly knocked back properly now. A lot of more work to do yet, but it's the same old rubbish I'm doing really, so I'll see you later. I've just changed over to the round tip carbide scraper for a bit. just to get into these corners here, I don't want it to be a square corner, it's got to follow the contours of the outside. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, a few nice scrapes along the bottom and up the side, like this. That's got a nice shape on that, in that corner now. A bit more work to do yet though. So as usual, see you later on. I'm just getting some final cuts now to satisfy myself that I've gone deep enough, and I've narrowed that band quite a lot now. I think that'll do for that. So I'm just doing a few cuts now along there to finish it off, still using the carbide tip. Nice and light. Little bits there, but they'll probably sand out anyway. I think that'll do. I'll get on with the sanding now. Right, I've given it a couple of coats of sanding sealant now, so I'm just going to polish it up and then I'll take it off the lathe and show you the finished item. Well, there you go, viewer, the finished pencil bowl with walnut trim. Okay. That's come out quite well, hasn't it, really? Bit of a laugh. Nice shine to it, that walnut, I love it. I didn't want to put too much on to sort of overpower the actual pencils, which is the main aim of this bowl. But there you go. That's part 2 of having fun with pencils, and I really enjoyed doing that. And you never know what you're going to end up with. It's always going to be something a bit different. So that's it. There will be a part 3 of the pencil projects. Let's move that to one side a minute. I've already started gluing a load together. That's one part, and that's the other part. I won't tell you what it's going to be yet, and then if it doesn't work, you just have to pretend you never heard me saying this. So anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for subscribing, everybody. I do appreciate it, and appreciate all your comments as well. So if you like what you see, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. I always answer the comments, every single one of them. And mind you, my mum subscribes to my channel and she's never left a comment yet. I'll have to have a word with her. Maybe she doesn't like what I'm doing. Okay, anyway, if you're not subscribed, if you're not even on YouTube, it's ever so easy to join and doesn't cost anything. And then you can leave comments and what have you. You get more variety to look at. So anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you soon with part 3 of the pencil projects. Bye for now.